everybody, my name's Penny. Welcome back to Coppertree Acres. Got a little bit of coffee this afternoon. I really need a day between Saturday and Sunday. Might you need a day between Saturday and Sunday as well? I know I do, pretty much every week, especially with this place having a full-time job. So I came out here because it's been about 2 weeks, just about, since I did my last small pecan tour. We are a small 4-acre farm, more like tiny farm, with only 56 pecan trees. So it is not a massive amount, but we work full time. We just moved out here 9 months ago, and we have just been, this is our live and learn year. That is basically what we have decided we're going to call it. It's our live and learn season. So we moved out here, haven't ever lived on a farm before or any kind of acreage necessarily, except for maybe an acre one time in my life. And with all the trees and all the upkeep, especially during the rainy season, and just getting things back in order because the property, as I mentioned in my last update on the pecans, was vacant for a couple of years, so it didn't have anybody really caring for it. I mean, neighbors, friends, family, things like that, but nothing that was really consistent enough to give the trees fertilizer and all that fun stuff that they need. So we have been getting things in order, doing some pruning, all of that. And so this is just, it's all new to us. We've never harvested nuts before. We've never done anything like this. We just have gardening experience. I have had a garden for about 5 years now, straight, and I gardened years before that. My first garden was like 8 years ago. But it has been quite the experience. It's been awesome. We are going to be our goal is to do market gardening with organic vegetables. Everything's going to be organic. We don't give the trees anything that's not organic. We have not sprayed them for any kind of with any kind of fungicide or pesticides. Next season, we will use dormant spray on them, which is basically we're going to do a natural dormant spray to kill off any pests that might have overwintered or laid their eggs that might try to overwinter. First, I'm going to show you around. I'm going to take you back here and show you around. But if any of you watched my first video only a couple weeks ago, which would have been late October, early November, all of this was still green, and it's all changing. And check out the pear tree over there. It is completely changed. It's turned all orange and red, and yeah, it's really pretty. It's very pretty. And then we've got this pecan. Look at that. You can still see. You can still see all of the husks are green on this one, but the tree is turning. So, see this one, the husks are just starting to open. They're still green. We're getting down into the 30s right now. Pretty much right at freezing each night I would say for the past few nights. It's not, maybe for the past week. Finally, we hit our last day of 44. I would say it was like last Tuesday. And that was our last day in the 40s. So check that out. We've got a little bit more husk action opening up on these. So this back half, last time I showed you this back half, everything was pretty much still green out here. And look, only in 13 days. Look at how beautiful. Now, of course, the frost has hit a lot of these leaves, so we're actually getting leaves that are dying now, too. That are just frozen and not just turning. So, we've got all kinds of beautiful colors out here. See, they've still got some green. And we still have ones in husks. So we will not be fully harvesting and shaking these trees until all of the leaves are gone. The only thing that's left are the pecans, which will continue to fall from the tree as the frosts come in. You can wait for your pecans and nuts to fall from the tree once frosts come in, but it takes a really long time for that to happen. So ultimately we won't have the trees shook until all of the leaves are gone and the hard freezes have come in and we've had a chance to harvest whatever has fallen to the ground and utilize those. But the moisture content's still pretty high in the ones that are falling to the ground right now. So check that out. We've still got green husks on the tree. These trees have lost leaves and began to turn. There's still some green on them. But I don't know if you remember the last time we did this, I had so many green trees still back here. Look at this one. This one was only barely turning. It's one of my favorite trees over here. This one was only barely turning last time I did this video. And I remember saying, oh, that one's starting to turn, but it's like, look at it now. And the husks are still green. So it's a little ways yet before we'll see those husks pull back, die back, basically dry up and release the pecan. But look at this guy. Some of the species, what I've noticed is it's like they're just more cold. It's like they're just more cold hardy. So these are the ones like here and over here. And then you can see, look at that. You've got all these that are dying back, but you've got this guy. So it's the different variety of the pecan that is just, you know, because look at, see how we've got these green ones? These are still green. And they're getting just as cold or the same weather and the same water and everything as all the others. But check out the front end. As we walk up here, zoom in a little bit. Look at that. I just wanted to show you guys how much had changed as far as the colors go. I mean, I'm just amazed. We haven't lived where we have fall. We lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and Southern California, a little bit of northern. That's it. This is a apple tree. See, the leaves are changing there, but they seem to be really cold hardy because that just started changing. Actually, I think that's actual branch from my pecan tree over there. And then here, this is an apple tree. We've been keeping the babies covered. This is a apricot tree. This was just full of green leaves, and I might have some footage of that. I can kind of dub in some of the footage. But look at all the leaves. So pretty. Apricot tree. One that's done really well this year. But look at how pretty. Variation of color. Soon to be gone. It's changing so fast. It is seriously changing so fast. And look. 56 pecan trees in varying stages of growth. I mean, they're all mature for most part. We have a few baby trees, but nothing too tiny, just a few babies, about 4 that maybe are about 4 going on 3 or 4 years old that we can tell. So we are planning to sell our pecans online on our online shop that we are getting set up right now. So if you're interested in buying some pecans from our little small farm, small scale farm, we would very much appreciate the support. We'll let you know when we have that up and running, and when obviously I'll be posting videos of when the pecans are ready to harvest and we're harvesting them. I'll just keep you up to date. So if you stick with us, I'm going to show you how everything's coming along. So check out this one. It's pretty cool. So those, if you check it out here, see, they're coming. So we have some, and those are the ones that we're finding are falling away from the tree. And we're going to be harvesting all of those off the floor of the orchard or the grove here before all of the leaves fall. So what we'd like to do is, we had cut the grass recently, somewhat, as much as we're going to cut it, I think, the rest of the season. And we're going to let whatever fall to the ground. And we just got a new harvester, so it's going to help us with the harvesting of the little pecans as they fall, before we then clean up all the leaves, hopefully as many as we can, put those in our compost pile, which I'll show you later. And we will be having the shaker come out. So we'll be paying for a shaker to come out, shake the trees. We'll put tarps down. We'll collect the pecans that way. But right now we have this new harvester that just showed up today, and we're unboxing it. It's called Bag O' Nut. It's the Bag O' Nut company, and it's a Bag O' Nut harvester for pecans. Now they make them for different pecans, or I'm sorry, they make them for different nuts, so they're for all different sizes, and they have them specific for that. So you kind of go on their website and you pick what works best, or what is your type of nut. Clover, you a dirty dog. You a dirty dog. Try to keep a white dog clean when winter comes and everything dries up on a farm. Oh, hey girl. Hey pretty girl. You're branching out more. Yeah, normally you're staying real close to the house. She's our new pup on the property, huh? We have a rescue. Her owner couldn't take care of her anymore. She's 4 years old. Yeah, she's a good pup. So I'm going to show you over on this end. This is the high end that I was telling you last time had started to change before the back half. So the back half is over there, we just walked from. Those were really green last time, and I was commenting on how these over here were all turning before the other ones, and how they're on higher ground, and I just don't think they get the water in the ground as much as some of the others in the back. But look at how pretty. So pretty. Look at that. And some of the leaves are freezing, so they're dying back. We still have green husks though. See that green? And then we still have green trees. All right, I'm going to show you the new harvester we have, and we're going to pick up some of the pecans that have fallen to the ground that I was talking about and see how it works.
Hello there.
Hey babe.
How's it going?
This is Ben.
Been there, done that.
And here is the Pecan Harvester. We'll show some footage of how we put it together.
Falls right in.
And I was talking about. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, yeah. These are the ones that have just fallen from the tree.
Oh, look at that.
Recently. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, look at that. It came up so good.
Man.
That is awesome. Look at that.
Of course, we're gonna have to rake all the leaves.
Yeah, I was talking about that. How, what we're planning to do with like the main harvest. This isn't our main, this isn't how we're gonna do the main harvest of the pecans, but this is in addition just to help us out with getting some of these pre ones off the ground.
Yep.
That's cool.
Just put a plug
Pretty
there.
neat. Yeah, but
through.
there's not much you can do about that. See, a lot of these have the husk on them still because they kind of fell prematurely. And then you have these tines that come up, and that's what grabs stuff to push it over. But if you go too slow, I hear stuff can get kind of lodged underneath there and keep those up.
And plus, we got a lot of high winds here too.
Yeah, those definitely after the frost and stuff. There's going to be a certain amount of nuts that fall from the trees just automatically because that's what naturally they're supposed to do. Even though the moisture content, like I said, is a little too high on these, yet when we try to eat them, they're really good, but they definitely don't have quite as rich a flavor as they will have from what we understand. Just everything we've learned about trying to harvest nuts and like what the pecans, how they grow and how they form. So as the hard freezes come in, I think that'll help a lot. Cool. I think the dogs are thinking they're helping. Hey guys. Hey Peso. Say hi.
Voila. Oh, we got a burlap bag.
Nice.
What? That's cool.
Thank you for supporting Made in America, family-owned business. We hope you love the bag of nut. That's awesome.
Looks like it's ready to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. Okay.
All right, check it out. Basket of nuts.
Basket of nuts into a basket. All right. Picked up quite a few. We cleared out all the debris. It even picks up these little tiny ones. That's a pretty small one. This guy is a little bit bigger. This little tiny dude. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
So cute.
So cute. Looks like.
Oh yeah, the birds are getting to them.
But hey, look it, it's our first season. We're starting to get some decent size ones. That's awesome. Except
Nice.
all of them. It's durable so far.
Yeah, it's made really well.
Seems like it's made really well.
Works really well. Easy to push. I think it's gonna work great for us.
Yeah, so far so good. We'll see how the season goes. Thanks for watching.
Take care.
If you'd like to know more about the Pecan Harvester, we're going to be posting a video with all the details of unboxing to putting it together. So check that video out soon. And as always, thank you so much for joining us on our journey. If you like our content, please consider subscribing. And please hit that like notification to let the algorithm know we exist. Until next time, take care. Life is short. Live it well. God bless.